Mr. Colomina, welcome to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I am also glad that Bosnia and Herzegovina is hosting the NATO Partnership Symposium, and I hope this will further develop the partnership between NATO and Bosnia. I'd like to begin by discussing the impact of Russian aggression on Ukraine, on the Western Balkans and Bosnia, as well as the Alliance's relationship with Bosnia. In November 2023, President Zelensky stated that Russia will ensure a new war breaks out in the Balkans. With the Alliance concerned about secessionist threats from pro-Russian politician Milorad Dodik in Bosnia, do you believe Russia still has aspiration to provoke war in the Balkans, and how significant is Dodik's role in this?
Thank you very much, and thanks very much for having me here. Russia's illegal war against Ukraine has shattered peace in the Euro-Atlantic area, and of course has impacted very much not just the Euro-Atlantic area but international relations in general. And NATO has reacted to that. We have reacted to that particularly by supporting Ukraine in its fight. We have taken strong decisions on that in the Washington summit only a couple of months ago. During the summer, we decided to pledge our support, financial support, to create a mission to help them with coordination, assistance, training, and actually the delivery of lethal equipment from the very first time. We will do that through hubs that will be outside the territory of Ukraine, placed in the territory of our allies countries. We've been always very clear about how important it is for NATO not to become a part of the conflict, and that's why we decided to help the Ukrainians that way. Another way that we've been impacted with is, of course, the instability that the war has created and the malign influence that we've seen, particularly from Russia, in several areas in the world. And one of them particularly is the Balkans. That is why from the moment that we've been witnessing that trend, we have decided to increase our presence in the region. We decided to increase the level of troops in KFOR, our largest and longest operation right now, which is based in Kosovo, as you know. And we also supported very much the efforts of EUFOR Althea to increase its own troops. We believe that right now we have everything we need, that we can cope with the challenges that we see in the region, with the growing concerns that we have over security. We don't believe we are facing a security crisis, but that we face growing concerns, and many of those come from the malign influence from Russia. We also see divisive rhetoric coming from different places in Europe, also within your country, as you yourself mentioned. And those are part of the concerns that we have, and we've been conveying clear messages on how much we support the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of Bosnia and Herzegovina.
So how do you assess the impact of the war in Ukraine on Western Balkans, particularly in light of Russian geopolitical interest in this region? What advice do you have for countries like BNH regarding security and stability?
Well, as I said, the impact of the war is being huge, not just in the Western Balkans, but in the whole Euro-Atlantic area, and I would even say in the whole global international relations. So what we've been doing, and that has been our advice to Bosnia and Herzegovina authorities, is to increase the level of cooperation, to make our partnership stronger. We've decided to increase the level of political dialogue. We have created a political cell that now operates from Sarajevo and connects with your own authorities directly on the ground. We continue to support the efforts of your armed forces through our headquarters here. We have a robust level of practical cooperation after the decisions that were taken in the summit in Madrid in 2022. We established a defense capacity building package in 2023, and we continue to cooperate as much as we can. I think it's important to convey a clear message of support from NATO to Bosnia and Herzegovina. And as I've been saying already since I arrived yesterday evening to Sarajevo, NATO will continue to support Bosnia and Herzegovina, will continue to partner with Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we won't allow a security vacuum. We will continue to work with EUFOR Althea, and for us the Western Balkans is too much of a strategic region to allow a security vacuum here.
Okay, thank you. How do you assess the current NATO integration process in the Western Balkans, particularly given the increased security threats in Europe? Do you believe that NATO expansion in the region, including countries like BNH, could further contribute to stability?
Well, we believe that the enlargement of both NATO and the European Union are only beneficial for stability and for the countries that decide to go to take that road. As we've been saying from the beginning, we believe that every country should take their own choices free from foreign interference. And it's exactly the same for the enlargement of NATO. We wouldn't convince anyone to become a NATO member. It is for the different countries in the Atlantic area to decide on that path. We support very much the Atlantic aspirations of Bosnia-Herzegovina, but at the pace and at the rhythm that Bosnia-Herzegovina would find suitable. I do consider that the countries in the Balkans that decided to join the alliance, and it's been very recent, Montenegro in 2017, North Macedonia in 2019, the other Balkanic countries in 2029, I believe, are today benefiting from greater stability. But as I said, both the accessions to NATO and to the European Union should be in the hands of the populations of these countries, of your own representatives. It has to be a united decision, and one that we will, of course, very much support.
So, Mr. Colomina, how satisfied are you with the current state of the alliance's relationship with Bosnia and Herzegovina, and what are your thoughts on its future development?
Well, we are, in general, very satisfied. I came in November last year, 2023, with the Secretary General in one of his last visits as Secretary General, one that was historical. I was also with the North Atlantic Council here in Sarajevo in February 2024. I'm here again co-chairing with our Bosnia-Herzegovina host the symposium, the 360 degrees symposium. Those are all elements that show the level of political dialogue that we have today with Bosnia-Herzegovina. As I said before, the practical cooperation is moving ahead also at a pace and level that is very positive for both NATO and for Bosnia-Herzegovina. So in general, I would say that we are quite satisfied with the level of cooperation. I only believe that in the future that level of cooperation will be increasing. We have plans for that. We will continue to support, as I said, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and I'm sure that Bosnia-Herzegovina will be pleased to continue to cooperate with us.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. So, what do you think, by when could BNH become a member of the alliance, and how could a security umbrella be ensured for the state?
Well, as I said, that's a decision that your population, your politicians need to take. We support very much Bosnia-Herzegovina Euro-Atlantic aspirations. The way you implement those aspirations, the rhythm and the pace that you implement those aspirations is a decision that has to be sovereign, that you need to take all together. In my mind, for NATO, it's always important. It brings stability, but the way you do it, it's for you to decide.
Mr. Colomina, thank you very much for your insights. I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.